Hello CMA final students. There is one topic which is very important. In last 4 exams, question number 6B came from this topic only. Thin capitalization section 94B. All I need is 7 minutes to explain this concept along with the problem. Even I may take less than 7 minutes also. Let's discuss this concept straight away without doing like watching this video. Don't go to exam. Now let us start. Section 94B, thin capitalization or interest on loan taken from associated enterprise. See, whenever you take loan from associated enterprise, then on such loan you will pay interest, right? Total interest is not allowed as deduction. Interest paid to associated enterprise or 30% of EBI TDA, earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization, whichever is lower will be allowed as deduction. Let us quickly see one example. A Limited Indian company, B Limited Australian company. A Limited took loan of 100 crores from Australian company. Both are associated enterprises. Okay. Now, out of 100 crores loan taken, interest rate is 12%. That means how much is actual interest? Actual interest is 12 crores. So, let's say EBI TDI is 30 crores. Total 12 crores is not allowed as deduction. 12 crores or 30% of EBI TDA, which is 30 crores. 30% of 30 crores is 9 crores. So, out of 12 crores or 9 crores, whichever is lower means only 9 crores is allowed as deduction. So out of 12 crores, 9 crores is allowed, 3 crores is disallowed. See, 3 crores disallowed na. Will it be disallowed completely? No. This 3 crores can be carried forward to subsequent 8 years. In next 8 years, within 94B limit, you can set off this 3 crore rupees. Next year also you have to do calculation. Actual interest or 30% of EBI TDA, whichever is lower. Then within that limit, if you can set off these 3 crores, you can set off these 3 crores in next year and you can carry forward up to 8 years. Okay. Now, if loan is taken directly from associated enterprise, 94B is applicable. Now what I will do? I will take loan indirectly. How I will take loan indirectly? There are two associated enterprises, Uma Limited, Jack Limited. Both are associated enterprise. If loan is taken directly, 94B is applicable. I will not take loan directly. I will ask Jack Limited to deposit 20 crores fixed deposit in Bank of America. From Bank of America, I will take loan. That means what? If associated enterprise gives loan to third party or gives guarantee to third party, from third party if I take loan, in that case also that loan is deemed to be taken from associated enterprise only. In this case, whatever the loan taken from Bank of America is there, that loan will be deemed as loan given by Jack Limited only and section 94B is applicable. Are you able to understand? So very simple. Not only loan taken directly from associated enterprise, even if any loan is taken from third party, but associated enterprise gave guarantee to third party or gave fixed deposit to third party, based on that third party gave amount to me, in that case also it will be deemed as loan given by associated enterprise only and section 94B is applicable. If 94B is applicable, total interest paid to associated enterprise is not allowed as deduction. Actual interest or 30% of EBI TDA, whichever is lower, will be allowed as deduction. But this section 94B is not applicable if interest to associated enterprise is less than or equal to 1 crore. See, I can take loan from 4 associated enterprise. For each associated enterprise, 1 crore for each associated enterprise. Okay. So, for each associated enterprise, if interest paid is less than 1 crore rupees, then 94B is not applicable. Total interest will be allowed as deduction. Next. Section 94B is not applicable in case of Indian company or PE of foreign company engaged in banking and insurance business. So, if you take loan from Indian company or PE of foreign company, if they are in banking business, then 94B is not applicable. Similarly, if you take a loan from any finance company or financial institution located in IFSC, then also section 94B is not applicable. Now let us see one problem. This problem came in June 2025 exam. Let us quickly solve. Sakshita Limited, Madurai is engaged in providing IT-enabled services. Following is extract from statement of P&L for the year ended 31st March 25. Net profit after tax, depreciation. So you need to add 240. Can we call 240 as earnings before depreciation? Yes. Next, we will also add interest. Whatever the interest paid is there, total interest we will add 240 plus 90 plus 250 plus 100, 680. So we can call this as earnings before interest depreciation. And tax and amortization also we need to add 20 plus 80. So how much is EBI TDA? EBI TDA is equal to 680 plus 20 plus 80. EBI TDA is 780. Okay. So very easy. For profit you need to add back all the things. You need to add back interest. You need to add back tax, depreciation, amortization. You will get earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization. See, interest paid to Associated Enterprise 1, Sri Lanka, it is 90 lakhs only. 90 lakhs means less than 1 crore na. So section 94B is not applicable. Interest paid to Associated Enterprise to 250 lakhs. That means more than 1 crore, right? So obviously as it is more than 1 crore, 94B is applicable. So whether total interest is allowed as deduction? No. Actual interest or 30% of EBI TDA, whichever is lower will be allowed as deduction. So how much is actual interest? One second. Actual interest is 250 lakhs, right? 250 lakhs or 30% of EBI TDA. See, total interest you need to add, not only interest paid to Associated Enterprise, even interest paid to unrelated parties also required to be added. So 30% of EBI TDA means 780 lakhs into 30%. How much? 234 lakhs. Whichever is lower means 234 lakhs will be allowed as deduction. Okay. That's it. Thank you.